Hello people, in this video I want to show you how you can start a daycare services business at your location and begin to make money. A profitable daycare services business. Why do you have to start a daycare services business? There is a growing demand for reliable daycare services in many communities. Many busy parents and working class parents need where they can drop off their children and have their children taken care of, their kids and wards taken care of while they do their day-to-day activities. Also, if you have a passion for early child education and you enjoy working with children, daycare services business will allow you to pursue your professional interest. Another reason why you can start this business, or you should start this business, is it has a good hype, it has a good profit potential. All right, so with careful planning and quality service, you can actually start this daycare services business and you make profit from it. Also, you can actually do it in a way that you can actually do it and also have other activities, because you can actually operate it with in a flexible, well, it has flexible working hours. It is not a 24 hours kind of work. It's just when parents go to work and they now drop off their kids in your daycare center, and now you take care of those kids, and when they come back from work they collect those kids. All right, so it can actually give you some flexible hours. Or throughout the night you are free, but just mostly daytime when parents are busy. So another reason why you might want to consider starting a daycare services business is that it enables you to contribute to your community, providing support to parents. And this is a very, very valuable services that many parents are looking for. And this daycare services business is not, there are not much daycare centers around in busy cities. Not much. You may not find much of them. What you basically find is secondary schools, primary schools, and all primary and nursery schools, not mostly daycare services. And most parents are looking for daycare services, even for weekends. Some parents want to have time for their weekend activities, and they will want to drop off their kids at your facility. Also, it provides an enabling environment for you to grow as a business person, because it is a business opportunity that brings in profit. Right, so now, how do you start this business? You need to conduct your market research. You need to understand the demand, identify the demand for daycare services business in the area you want to establish this business. You have to look at the population. You have to look at the number of parents that are in that location, and if there are existing daycare centers around that location. You have to check these things so that you don't have a business that you establish and you don't have people that will patronize you. So this is a very lovely business, but you need to know the area is working class people, parents in the location you want to establish this business. Also, you have to also look at the competition analysis, whereby are there other daycare centers in the area you want to establish this business? Do they offer, what services do they offer, and what can you do differently in order to make yours to be outstanding? So these are things you need to consider in your market research. All right, so also in your market research, you need to look at you need to identify your target market, decide whether you will cater for infants, is it toddlers, is it preschoolers, or is it a mixture of all of these? So there are different categories of daycare: infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. Those people who have their different age grades, those that are crawling, those that can walk and stand, but they are just infants, or those that are just about to start school and all that. So you need to consider offering specialized services like after school services daycare or weekend. So mostly daycare centers actually operate in two ways. Mostly either during school hours, whereby parents will go to work and now they drop off their kids Monday to Friday at your daycare facilities. Also, sometimes weekends, couples might want to go out for weekend, and they need maybe for occasion or a commitment or engagement, and they need a facility whereby they drop off their kids, all right, and they have their kids well taken care of when they go out, and then they can now come back to meet their kids and to pick up their kids. So that is weekend services. So you need to consider this type of service you want to render, and the kind of the type of market you are looking at satisfying. Now, the next step to take to actually start this business, next step is to create a business plan. So to have a business, you need to have a vision and a mission. Define your daycare center's mission and vision. What are your goals and how do you plan to achieve them? All right, so you need to know what you want to do. You need to stand out. You need to play. Your plan should be to stand out to be a best daycare center in your facility. So the business structure you might want to do partnership, you want to do sole proprietorship, you might want to also register your business with the relevant authority. So if you want to do sole proprietorship, that is to say you have all the required resources and funds to get this business started up. But if you don't have enough resources and you may need support from other people, you might want to go into partnership with others so that you can actually pool resources. Also, you need to look at your financial plan, outline your startup costs, the operating expenses, projected revenue, the cost for rent, equipment, staff, salaries, licenses, insurance, and marketing. You need to look at all of this holistically, your financial cost, so that you can be able to articulate and know how best you can start this business with the required amount of money. So marketing plan as well, due to how you need to decide actually how you can attract customers. Very, very important. Okay, parents, how can you attract customers? Consider digital marketing, flyers, partnership with local schools and businesses. All right. Also, religious organizations. You might want to do your marketing at religious organizations to be able you can meet parents and talk them. You expose this business onto them and talk about your business and how it could actually favor them. Another step, you need to now talk about securing funding. So, okay, the first step towards getting funding for any business is your personal savings. How much do you have, or can you actually save from now to the next few months or maybe a year towards that business? It's not, I always tell people that it's not once you have a business idea, you might not actually start it immediately. You might want to give some few months so that you can actually save up towards that business, or you might want to go into partnership or look for loans or grants, apply for small business loans or grants that can support the childcare or daycare services business. Also, you might want to look for investors or angel investors or partners that might actually be interested to share in this business in exchange for they'll give you the capital or contribute in the capital expenses of the business, and in exchange for some ownership or some equity of the business and some profit in return over time. Location is very, very important. Your location has to be accessible. Okay, it has to be accessible close to the road with ample parking space, because parents will have to come and drop off their kids and also pick up their kids. All right. Also, capacity and size. Ensure that the space is large enough, and the facility should have enough room for different activities and nap areas. Those infants have to sleep, the beddings. All right. Also, have a place for outdoor activities like playing. Also, the safety. You have to look at the safety of the environment. Safety actually is very, very important for the location. All right. So when I talk of safety, the location don't have to be a volatile environment or an environment that will not be very, very conducive for if the area is not perceived as conducive, as safe. No parent will bring their children to such an environment. Parents will want to expose their children to an unsafe environment. So you need to consider locating this business among a community, a safe community, a safe neighborhood. All right, a safe neighborhood that is safe, in a neighborhood that is safe and secure. Then the next step you need to take is to obtain licenses and permits. So there are daycare licenses similar to the school. I've made a previous video about school, how to start a school, primary, secondary school. The licenses for this is similar as well. So you need to get the license from the appropriate authorities. You need to also get health permits, ensure that the facilities meet health and safety requirements and standard. Enough ventilations for the room. All right, it shouldn't be crowded. There should be enough ventilations. There should be fire safety implementation. There should be fire safety implementation in the room. Also, as well, you might want to get recruit like a nurse or that could be able to take care of any sick infant. Give first aid to any sick infant or child or toddler before they can be taken to a hospital in case of emergency or healthcare issues. Now, design your healthcare facility. It should be child friendly. The layout should be child friendly. You need to create a welcoming and stimulating environment with bright colors, child size furniture, and safety features. Okay, the chairs has to be small for children. The playground has to be lovely and with bright colors. Okay, also you need to have the learning and playing areas, separate areas for different activities such as arts, crafts, reading, physical play. Your daycare center should be standard. Don't just need to create anything. You need to get a good layout designer that will design a beautiful structure, beautiful aesthetics. It has to be very aesthetically beautiful. The furniture has to be small, miniaturized that children or toddlers can use. The playground has to be also well colored and beautiful, that will attract these parents to bring their children. Also, in the daycare, design, you need to also have a good restroom, nap areas, sleeping areas for the kids. Also ensure that these are clean, comfortable, and appropriately sized for the children. So the sizing has to be appropriate, and it has to be clean. The beddings, everything has to be clean and comfortable for the children. So this is very, very key for this business. Now, for the next 7th step is to hire qualified staff. Your staff has to be very qualified, because if you are dealing with kids, and infants, hire staff with relevant qualifications in healthcare and early childhood education. You need to do background checks on each of your staff. Conduct thorough background checks to ensure that the safety of your children. You don't want to have staff that will come and pose a danger to the children or to the infants that will be in your daycare facilities. Okay, because if should anything happen to the children or the kids in your daycare facility, you'll be held responsible. So you need to have the responsibility to do background checks on every staff that you'll be recruiting. Also, you need to provide training, both pre-startup training and ongoing training, periodic refresher training for your staff on child development, on empathy, on first aid, on emergency procedures. They should be able to carry out first aid, CPR, all right, in case of emergency. Your staff has to be well trained. Now you need to develop a curriculum. Daycare facilities is not just a playing center. You should also have those kids to also be able to learn one or two things in your daycare. All right, educational activities, incorporate activities like that promote cognitive, emotional, and physical development. You should have like games, different kind of games for the kids to play with, puzzles and all that. You also have daily schedule, plan structural daily routine that includes learning, playtime, meals, and naps. You should have a schedule that you follow every day. You also have special programs. Consider offering programs like music class, language lessons, outdoor activities that will actually keep these kids busy and engaged, and make them to feel at home, and also make them to grow and also to develop emotionally and all that. You need to now look at your pricing. Your pricing should not be very, very expensive. It should not also be too low that you will not be able to cover for your expenses and help you to make profit. Okay, so you need to look at competitive rates. Set your fees based on market rate, the quality of your services rendered, and your cost. Okay, you may also want to provide a flexible payment plan for parents, such as weekly or monthly payments. You might also want to give discounts for siblings or long-term contracts. So you have to look at your pricing. Your pricing should be encouraging to parents, your potential clients that will bring their children to your facility. Next time, you need to promote your daycare services. Very, very important. You need to promote and market your daycare services. You need to create a very strong online presence, create a website, have a social media profile or profiles to showcase your services and facilities, and have area for testimonials, so parents can actually give testimonials or about how they found your daycare services lovely. Also, you can also want to consider local advertising, like using of posters, flyers, local newspapers to reach parents in your area. Open house events as well. Host open house events to allow parents to visit your facility and meet your staff. So these are ways you can promote your daycare services. Do not limit yourself to this one. These are basic ones. You might want to also use word of mouth, different mass media, television, radio, and different other ways that you can actually promote your daycare services business, so that people will know about your services. Step 11 is to focus on the safety and compliance. So safety protocols like implementing child pickup procedures. You should not allow any person that comes to your facility to pick up any child. The person has to identify them. The people have to identify themselves, because some other people can just come from nowhere. Kidnappers can come and pick up children that are not theirs. All right, so you need to have robust and strict safety protocols. Someone cannot just come to your facility and say that the parents asked them to pick up the kids, or you or their cousins or their relations to the children. No, you need to have proper authorization to release any child to anyone. So emergency plans, hygiene practices as well. So you need to also have regular inspections. Conduct regular inspections to ensure that the facility remains compliant with all regulations, safety regulations. This is very, very key. Safety and compliance is very, very key. You need to have safety protocol for pickup of children after closing. You also need to have safety protocol for different other things, hygiene practices. You need to have emergency plan, emergency procedures, evacuation procedures, fire drill, fire emergency procedures. You need to have all of these well spelled out for all your staff, so that they'll be sensitized and do the right thing, so that you will not be into trouble. You need to also then monitor and improve. You need to monitor whatever you do not monitor and improve, for continuous improvement to begin to decline in value and begin to depreciate. So you need to have feedback, regularly gather feedback from parents and staff in order to improve your facility. You need to go get feedbacks from time to time. Also, you need to also have a growth plan. As your business grows, consider expanding your services, increasing capacity, or opening additional locations. All right, so you need to be able to have the plan to upscale, to increase the services that you offer if you have enough space. Also, you might also want to have several other satellite locations for this business, or more locations for this business. Okay, so that is growth plan. So you need to improve, monitor the business, look at ways of improving, get feedback, implement feedback for continuous improvement, and now look at how you can grow and scale up operations. These are very, very key. So now, in conclusion, a successful daycare center combines careful planning, high healthcare services, and a strong relationship with family. So by focusing on these elements that we have discussed, you can build a trusted and profitable business that impacts positively on the children's development. So this is very, very important, that you do all these things I've mentioned. Take your time, view this video again so you can be able to learn and implement these strategies carefully. So do you find this video helpful? If you do, please kindly subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave me a comment, let me know if you found this video interesting and beneficial, and kindly share our videos with your friends. If you need me to do a business plan on any business whatsoever, all right, send me an email. My contact details in the description box of this video. I'll help you to develop a very lovely business plan you can use to seek loan from financial institution, or even if you don't need to seek any loan, that will help to provide clarity, financial projection, and everything you need to know about the business, your intended business, and get you prepared and prepared and for any business you want to start up. Okay, so till I come your way next time with another useful content, do have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.